Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform ready, 17 right.
Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform, Springs Tower right, hold short, 17 right.
Holding short, 17 right, 2 Yankee uniform.
That sounds like Tim, huh?
No, that's, his name is Brock. He's a good guy.
He sounded like the guy who said, shut up.
Oh no.
462.
That was Tim.
Yeah, Tim. He's, he'll probably never work again.
Own altitude and navigation, Skylane 462.
Okay, tell me about your takeoff roll. What are you going to do?
Stay on the center line, 12 o'clock and then full throttle, stay down the center line until VR at 81, then slight pullback, climb out, pause rate, gear up, trim, 400 feet, yaw damper on.
Eclipse 2 uniform, 17 right, Eclipse takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 2 Yankee uniform.
Strobe. Three switches.
That's right.
Gulfstream 4, Bravo, contact departure set.
To departure 4BB, so long.
SAS the 462 radar service terminated, squawk VFR changed to advise frequency approved and use calls for soaring around Meadow Lake.
Alrighty.
Gliders at Meadow Lake today.
If you were to lose an engine,
462.
I would take the flight control,
Right.
of course, but the only thing we do different is here comes up, of course, but we just leave the flaps right where they are and lower the nose.
Right.
And we don't even look at the speed down here. We just outside picture until we accelerate to about 115.
Okay.
And we always say, when you shove them all the way forward, we always say APR armed, airspeed alive. So verify APR's armed,
APR's armed, airspeed's alive, 40 knots.
Yeah, we're 10 over rotation. You're rotating at BYSE maybe? Here? Go from left to right.
Right.
Yaw damper, nav or heading. Do heading because that's our clearance. So push heading and altitude change.
Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform, contact departure set.
2 Yankee uniform, good day. Springs departure, good morning, Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform, 7,500, climbing 9.
Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform, Springs departure, radar contact, resume navigation, appropriate VFR altitude.
Mark.
Okay, on nav to the practice area, 2 Yankee uniform.
And he said on altitude too.
Yes.
Thanks, Mark.
And flaps coming up.
He's certified now, he works by himself.
And now let's go ahead and head to the east practice area.
Gulfstream 4, Bravo, contact
And what do you think? Go up to about 13.5? I was reading that when an instructor wants to check a person's instrument skills, steep turns are one of the best ways to do their scan, because you're going to do airspeed, altitude, and bank. So you have to look at 3 things all the time.
Right.
2 Yankee uniform, radar service terminated, squawk VFR free change approved. Have a good day.
2 Yankee uniform, good day.
Oh, you don't want to watch me, huh?
See you, Alan.
So VFR?
That's right.
I thought we were going to stay at the east practice area so he could separate us.
Where are we?
Well, we're almost down to Pueblo.
Oh, yeah, we're on the border.
The PIC was taking us on some heading to...
Oh well, that's okay.
All right. We'll watch
getting out of the way of the guy climbing.
True.
See, that was a good call. And he came off of your side so we could see him.
So, about 170, we're still not quite there on the airspeed. And then whenever you want to, you can do a right or left bank. Let's do like a 45 degree.
Okay.
I can tell you right now the key to doing these is trim.
Right.
And so whenever I would take my exam, you know, when you roll...
Approach, Colorado Springs altimeter 3023.
See, I'd like to not have to listen to them.
I just turn it down.
Yeah, but then we can't. We can still hear ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I do is when I roll the wings level, you know, you're going to start climbing quite a bit. So I roll immediately into my opposite turn direction so that I don't get this big climb, because you're being judged on altitude, airspeed, and bank. So they want, like for the test standards, you got to be within 100 feet of your assigned altitude.
Okay, so in this aircraft, is it pretty much the same like any other craft? As you come into your bank, you're coming in with your power and your trim, and just maintaining that, coming around and using your horizon as your reference point?
We do have
but
we are,
I think to be proficient, you already kind of know how much power you're going to have to add when you do it. So, you know, you can, I would get up to about 70%.
Contact 18 miles north of the Colorado Springs Airport.
And I would first establish the bank, and then as you are happy with it, you know your airspeed's going to start falling. Put in just like 2%. Don't overdo it. Just a very small control.
So we'll start there.
You can even do it reactively. You can turn, oh, I'm slowing down, I'm going to add, but just add a touch.
Otherwise you'll fly through your altitude too. Okay. So 13.5. Okay, we'll go left, clear left. I don't see anything. Clear right too.
Oh yeah, clearing turns. If you don't do that, that's a flunk. But yeah, I think we're okay because TCAS is good.
All right.
Departure.
And watch the tip of that little delta wing. That is the other key in addition to trimming.
Cessna 7905 November.
Keep your eyeballs on that. Keep that tip of the delta on the horizon.
The green?
No, the yellow. The yellow's you.
That's right.
The green's where you want to be.
57 November. It's going to maintain 15,000.
So we'll come back down.
A little bit. Now, just nail that tip of that delta wing there. Do not let it go above or below. And roll it into, let's see, you're halfway between a 30 and a 60, so that's a 45. And notice that tip of the delta climbing a little. Bring it to about 2 degrees above the horizon. And now trim out your stick forces. And you'll be able to do 45-degree bank all day long with zero effort.
1450 uniform, due request 13.
Nice, really nice. Okay, now you're almost at your altitude, and get ready for a little adjustment. You're slightly below the horizon.
1 mile north Middle Airport.
And now with that localizer, nice big green bar there,
see that?
you won't overblow
through it.
because you got to be within plus or minus, I think, 10 degrees on that.
Cessna 20 Papa.
I'm going to get rid of your command bars because they're a distraction. We'll do it with the all interrupt. Why don't you do it because you're controlling everything. Okay, now I'm going to put yaw damper back on.
I know who to hand you off to.
Okay, good.
To the northwest.
Okay, roll out when you're ready. And now let's get back to altitude again.
Roger, stand by for him.
That's pretty good for the first time. Watch the tip of that delta wing, though. That's going to keep you out of trouble because we're doing a 2,000 per minute climb right now. It yells at you.
200 feet.
Springs departure, Cessna 790.
Airspeed could be bumped up just a touch. We're at 69.
Then we want to stay at least 70, right? 73.
Yeah, no, you know, I wouldn't make that a hard rule, but that's kind of a guideline for a starting point.
Okay,
get you on your 090 heading again. Okay, whenever you're ready, and get your altitude again.
Yep, I'm working my way back down there.
Springs departure, 74 Delta.
All right.
Is with you at 6.7.
Get comfortable. Did you change trim from when we were in a bank?
Just a little.
Okay, we'll just get ready to trim again when you roll. Whenever you want to.
Okay.
When you're happy with altitude and heading, then roll to the right.
Okay.
32.75, 1 Papa Foxtrot, good day.
Cessna 50 uniform, connect tower, 119.9er.
Now it's a 60-degree bank, so I'm expecting that nose to drop pretty fast. Nice. You corrected the bank. Now, that's nice. Airspeed's a little fast as you pull back on your RPM. Your airspeed will bleed off. And that's a good way to do too, like shallow the bank whenever you feel like the nose is too high or too low. That's an easy way to stop that problem. Really nice. You get it into a zone there where you're trimmed perfectly, and you could just let your hands off everything. It'll do 45-degree bank all day.
Number 57 November, expect lower in 5 miles.
Your altitude's getting away from you just a shade. That's 3 things to scan.
Yeah.
A little bit fast. So watch, go from, in whatever order, airspeed, bank, altitude. Studies have shown that there's no superior pattern, but as long as you're scanning all those things. Got about a 400 descent down, and here comes your heading again.
Yeah.
All right, pretty good. You're within 500 feet. I mean, I think for first time doing that, it's pretty good. You did a good job on slowing us down. Now you might anticipate we're going to get slow. These get boring after a while. So let's do, on whatever heading you want, let's just do clean stall. And all you do there is just pull the throttle all the way back, just pick an altitude, 13.5, just hold altitude.
Okay.
Until she says stall, and then just push the throttles all the way forward at the first hint of a stall.
So throttle's back, right?
All the way back,
okay.
Just watch airspeed bleed.
All right.
This would be a, I'm in the pattern, not paying attention stall.
Right.
I was in turbulence, so I pulled the power back stall. Just keep really good altitude hold.
Expect runway 17 right, so to maintain 11,000.
Then you would also lower the nose just a shade, but the main thing's getting the power in.
Right.
And the little red column coming up, that's a pretty good clue as to when it's going to happen. Rudder pedals.
Stall.
Yeah.
Okay, all the way forward.
Stall.
Lower the nose. Okay.
Number 57 November.
I thought, I hope we're not stalling, because I was feeling that feeling in my stomach, but I think that was just you were pushing it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 57.
I don't know, it kind of fell though.
Well, we were going off to the right side a little bit. I thought, I'm not, since I don't have the controls, I'm not sure what's going on there.
It kind of felt like it fell out a little bit. Springs approach, Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform is with you, 10,500,
Landing
27
gear.
27
Landing
east
gear.
of Haidan, requesting RNAV 17 right, full stop.
Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform, Springs approach, squawk 4652.
4652, 2 Yankee uniform. Yeah.
Sky 7 forward out the whiskey, enter left base, runway 17 right. Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform, radar contact 25 miles east of Haidan intersection. Verify altitude, proceed to Haidan, join the approach inbound. Expect approach clearance on the final.
10.8, descending to 10.5, and a direct Haidan to join the arrival, 2 Yankee uniform.
2 Yankee uniform, you said this will be a full stop?
Affirmative, 2 Yankee uniform.
Right. Eclipse 2 Yankee uniform, 3 miles from Haidan, cross Haidan at 9,500, cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 17 right approach.
Cross Haidan at 9,500, cleared RNAV Yankee 17 right approach, 2 Yankee uniform.
So we're cleared the approach, so we put our taxi recog as a reminder. If it's not too gusty, when you land, here's the way I'd like you to do it is...
What's the wind at the field, Mark?
Wind 180 at 5.
Thank you.
Okay, that's pretty good. So what I like to do is ref until we're over the threshold. Well, this way they teach it. And then they teach chop the power. But since you're still new at it, keep just a little power on and think about leveling off about 5 feet above the runway.
Okay.
Once you think you're at 5 feet, then just pull the power back.
Okay.
Colorado Springs Airport Information Hotel now current. Wind 19.
It just changed from terminal to approach.
Right.
So anytime you can do the nav approach. Might as well get that out of the way.
Why does it say roll?
It's good. It's
Okay.
good. Just get.
Oh, I see.
When you hit nav, it puts you into roll mode. Just gonna hold that. There's your first magenta diamond. So that means your gear can come down. You're going to be my autopilot, so I'm going to kind of talk you through the landing.
Okay.
I want you to just kind of do everything that I ask you to. And also, when your gear comes down, you can go flaps take off.
Flaps take off.
And we'll be nice to ATC. We won't put full flaps in until we're closer. We'll put them in a little extra early so you can have plenty of time.
Yankee Uniform, contact tower 119er, point 9er.
199 to Yankee Uniform. Springs Tower, Eclipse 2 Yankee Uniforms coming up on Stumka 17 right.
Eclipse 2 Yankee Uniform, Springs Tower, number 2, following a Cessna in the downwind, runway 17 right, clear to land, wind 2004, caution white turbulence departed, heavy KC-35.
Number 2, looking for the traffic to Yankee Uniform, clear to land 17 right.
Support out the Whiskey, traffic now ahead in...
Okay, slow to ref. Pull back your power just a shade more. I'm going to have you add it back in a moment.
Okay.
Add a little bit of power. Not too much, just a little. I want ref for our speed. Slow just a hair.
500.
I like that. That's not too bad, right? And let's get us lined up with the runway. Add just a hint of power, just a touch. And you can let it settle below the pappies a little bit if you want. Go ahead with your all interrupt button on the stick. Okay. Checklist is complete. Now just center line. You're going to think about leveling 5 feet above the runway. That's good. So bring your power back just a shade. 5 foot level off, just a little high. Level. Bring the power. Nose up. Oops. And just nose back. That's perfect.
Dull.
Just hold it right there. Rudders. Nice. Nice. Just hold that.
Okay.
Nice landing.
Eclipse 2 Yankee Uniform, turn right off the 2, contact ground point 7 off the runway, g'day.
Unable Alpha 2, we'll try 3.
Eclipse 2 Yankee Uniform,
Steady
turn right
pressure.
off the 3, contact ground point 7 off the runway.